Hello, this is John Miller, the creator of this podcast. Now, the rest of Everest is probably the most in-depth look at just what it takes to climb the world's highest peak. But keep in mind that it is a series. And if you're checking out the podcast for the first time, do yourself a favor, go back to episode 0 and watch everything in order. That's really the right way to enjoy it. Thanks so much. Hey everyone, just wanted to officially announce the birth of our son, Samuel Dennis Miller. I've mentioned that he was on his way, and he arrived on Thursday, January 17th at 3:23 p.m. via an emergency cesarean section. Heidi and Sam were not doing very well with labor, so that decision was made for us, and it was definitely for the best. Sam was 8.5 pounds, 20 inches long, and he and Heidi are doing great now after a pretty rough start. I'm one very happy dad, and little Sam is just perfect. So thanks for all of the notes and emails of support from everyone over the past few months. They've really meant so much to Heidi and me. Yes, I did end up filming the entire surgery and birth, in high definition even, but that footage will not make it into a future bonus episode on the podcast, I promise. Anyway, thanks so much everyone, and now on with this week's episode.
This is the Rest of Everest video podcast, an almost unabridged expedition experience. Episode 68, On the Road.
Hey.
Well, hello again, everyone. Welcome back to the Rest of Everest video podcast. I'm John Miller, joined again this week with Scott Jacobs out in California. How you doing, Scott?
Doing well, John. Hi, everyone.
This week we are going to be on the road, as the title of this podcast says, and we're going to be traveling on the kind of interstate highway in Nepal, and it runs from one side of the country to the other, and we're driving 200 kilometers to Pokara, the little kind of resort town at the base of Annapurna Dalagiri and another mountain called Fishtail, and it has a native name that I can't really pronounce, so Scott will pronounce it. What's it called?
The best I can do is Makapuchar, but Fishtail will work for me as well.
Yeah, so let's head onto the highway in Nepal. Here we go. All right, so as we left off last episode, we're on the highway, and the highway is definitely not like the highway system in the United States, where this is the highest speed road in the country, and it's one lane in either direction.
Very narrow, very narrow.
And you have these big trucks that, as I remember, they're actually from India.
They were, this was one of the main arteries in Nepal, and so it's a commercial trucking, but it also said that a lot of these were coming from India with vegetables and goods and just commerce.
Yeah. Even timber.
Timber.
Yeah, like full tree trunks.
Big, greasy diesel engines just spewing smoke.
But they're all painted, and they're very festive looking. And they always, I think they all say in the back, like, honk horn.
Honk horn, drive slow, save lives.
Yeah. But, yeah. Car alarms sound the same no matter what country you're in. Again, this wasn't his car. This was Karma's car. So you guys were having some technical difficulties.
Neither one of us could figure out how to turn this off. Of course, the kids loved it.
I thought the other funny thing was that he'd never driven an automatic before. He'd only driven a standard transmission with a stick. So he was kind of confused as to how to drive that car at first. He's like, how do you get it in reverse? He was a great guy, really, really, really friendly. And the kids. What I'm doing is I'm flipping the little LC screen on my camera around so that they can see themselves. One of the great things about those cameras now. They're having fun. You hear that? Hello! That was our driver. Saying hello to those girls. And then also you have all these billboards on the roads. They look like billboards. They're just they're painted on the side of these buildings, advertising like this soap and toothpaste and I think some kind of like cigarettes and stuff. But they're all hand painted, and they all look exactly the same. And
large murals. They're beautiful murals, but they're advertisements.
Yeah.
Basically, we stopped. I'm not sure what town we're in. Lamjung. And we're going to get some sodas. And I jumped out the car to get the sodas. But he said, no, I'll go buy it. It's more expensive for you. So we gave him cash to make the transaction. He's coming back with sodas. It's good to have a guide. Similarly, we do this in Estes Park.
We got to play it cool here. We're getting half price.
Thank you. For John.
Yeah, Scott mentioned Estes Park. That's the little town outside Rocky Mountain National Park where we all used to live. Scott and I used to live together up there.
I wonder how much it would have been for us.
I don't know. This is about 15 a piece for him, so imagine 100?
100 a piece, 75 probably.
Yeah.
I think that's what it was in Tamil.
Plus they're cold, which is good. It's pretty hot right now.
Yeah, I'd forgotten how hot it was. It really was hot. And you go into Everest and you just don't expect, that the way there is going to be as hot as it is.
What were you going to say? I'm not going to have to necessarily use everything.
Oh, no, I understand. I just stopped mid-sentence. It's not being used to the camera. It's kind of funny.
Yeah, sorry, Scott.
It's hard not knowing the culture, know if I'm being rude or... I don't think I am, but, there doesn't seem to be any topics of conversation that are off limits, because we've been talking about girls the entire way up. I can't... The thing is we've been talking about marriage, and he told me that there's no such thing as girlfriends in Nepal, because once you have a girlfriend, you're married. The Nepalese girls, first you get married, and then everything happens.
Here comes the shop owner.
What's it? Oh, yes, thank you. Thank you. He's still working.
You could see he had a tika on his forehead. I had to hand him my bottle. Yeah, you can see there's a little bit less traffic.
Yeah, back in the car.
Because we're not in Kathmandu anymore. We're quite a ways away at this point. And here's Pokara. Just beautiful. All those little boats. Those little sloops.
You can rent them if you like. We did not, but a lot of them looked like local too. They were out fishing, casting nets.
Yeah, these two right here. Yeah, they're out fishing, and I'm wondering if they're fishing for their family or maybe they're fishing for a restaurant. But there's this little pier that I walked out onto, and was filming up there, and again, it just was so hazy, and we just couldn't see anything. There was no view. It was so disappointing. 3
of the highest, most beautiful mountains in the world, and we didn't see them.
That was as much of a view as we had right there. Still nice though. It was. I'm still glad we went.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, the lake itself is gorgeous, and the little town of Pokhara was fun. It was just, friendly and relaxing just to walk around and be down there. I saw an elephant.
That's right, yeah.
Do you remember that?
Yep, I was walking around without my camera. Oh, the one time, I walk around without my camera, not filming, but I didn't have the camera. And these elephants were walking down the street, these work elephants.
I remember mentioning to a shopkeeper I just saw an elephant, and he excitedly grabs his son and runs out with me, and he's like, where? And I point out the elephant, and here I think this is just a normal sight in Pokara, but I've never seen an elephant before. I'm
wow.
so glad. It was fun.
I didn't know that.
There was a festival occurring, and I believe the elephants were in as part of the festival that was going to occur in the next few days.
Got it.
When we take breakfast, then
Do we take off?
yeah.
Can we see Debriefing Falls tomorrow, or is it not?
Morning?
Yeah. Is it not enough time?
Okay.
Is that good?
If you want.
Or we could go right now too. That would be good.
Oh, if you want.
Is there enough time before dark tonight?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you want to go? I want to go to. There's a falls.
Sure.
And it drops to the hole in the ground, and just disappears.
Sounds good.
Good.
You guys from the outlook, that looked like you were scheming.
Yeah, well,
I love you just trying to ask a question, and he's like, if you want, sure, whatever. You're like, no, I want your opinion. He's like, sure, if you want. Still was nice here because, we're just coming out of winter in the United States, in Colorado and everything. We get to Nepal and it's very, very warm. Everything's in bloom and green. That was great.
This one, the one in the top. Is that okay?
Okay. Is there a shower, bathroom?
Yeah, there is bathtub.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. There is
Oh, I didn't see the door.
It's okay.
Perfect. No, that's good.
Yeah.
I like this part right here.
Okay.
Now we can just jump from here, but actually the road is Matthew.
Yeah, that you don't really get in the U.S.
You can jump.
Yeah, just jump over here, over this from one bucket to the other.
Oh, God.
Show off. You got the honeymoon suite.
I did. I got the best room for sure.
So in the morning you have very good view.
Wasn't quite sure it was a room up until entering, but
Now David School is closed. We're going tomorrow morning, okay?
Sounds good. So, what time do you want to meet tomorrow?
You want to take dinner here or outside?
We'll probably go outside. We'll probably walk around for a while. So.
Okay, no problem. I'll also stay here.
You're gonna
I'll just sleep over there. Our car is there.
Are you
We meet always.
Are you sure? Because I mean, you do what you need to do. We're just gonna hang out. We'll probably go get a beer or something like that. So we'll take dinner here and then just
Okay.
settle down. So yeah, I mean, if you're gonna be here, we'll just find you in the morning or hang out tonight or.
Yeah. Okay. I will stay there. Car will be there,
Okay.
and I also over there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Hey, thank you.
You're welcome.
All right.
Have a nice sleep.
Yeah, we'll see you.
Yeah. Okay. Can I find with you Nepali girl?
What's up?
Nepali girl?
Yeah. No.
hey, you remember that?
Say that again. Sorry, I was laughing here because he's like, "Do you want me to get a Nepali girl for you?" He was just joking. You guys are talking
Oh,
about.
absolutely. But I told you, we talked about girls the entire way down.
So we are now in Pokhara, and said it was only going to be a couple 100 kilometers, and it only was a couple 100 kilometers, but when you're on the highways in Nepal, it's not like you're on the interstates in America. A couple 100 kilometers took us 5 hours to complete, and that's fine. That's great. Just didn't expect to be in the car all that long, and was hoping to. It's a little bit disappointing. The only reason I'm disappointed right now, only reason I was upset being in the car today is because the weather's just not great. It's not clear. And so we have all of this beautiful terrain around us. We can only see about a mile, if that. I'm looking outside, the other side of the lake here. There's a small lake next to the hotel here, and it's hazy, so we can't really see much. And Pokhara is famous for its views, so yeah, that was too bad. But again, the haze makes beautiful sunsets. I was thinking that my man, the sky is awesome right now. I was thinking that just went to the bathroom and everything's working pretty well. But I'm talking about my gut, not the toilet itself. We left the United States 4 days ago.
Yeah, today's the 5th day.
Today's the 5th day. And
this is the first of the diarrhea talk.
So it's gonna hit me right about the time we get out of the any areas with toilets.
Comfortable place.
Yeah, but we're prepared this time. Last time I just didn't have any toilet paper during the really bad dysentery, which is a drag. But yeah, prepared with my gotta go pack. Got everything we need, so man, I'm hoping this will clear. It's actually seeing real clouds now, so hopefully it will clear. It didn't.
Namaste.
Hello, namaste.
It stayed gray for sure.
Come. Look.
I just love the children.
Wait. No.
They're just so curious.
No. You got fish. Are you fishing? You fishing?
Here, let me turn on.
There he is. He had been fishing in the little lake next to us, and it started raining.
Yeah, that's you.
So he started. I guess he was heading home, and then he saw us there, and yeah. And they all asked for money, and I think I gave him a little something because I had him on camera.
Okay, so it is morning of Thursday now.
Friday.
I keep getting a day off.
It's Friday the 6th.
Friday the 6th, and we are still in Pokhara. Last night, Scott and I went and had really good pizza, and everything's a lot cheaper here in Pokhara. The whole dinner with like 2 beers, a bottle of water, and the whole pizza was 600 rupees, as opposed to in Tamil where it would have been like 13 or 16 hundred and everything. So that was pretty good. I'm a little bit tired this morning because I do have a back injury, and however much I want to tell myself I don't, I do have 3 bulged discs in my back, and usually a firm mattress is the way to go, but let me tell you, this that's a firm mattress.
Oh, that
so
sucked,
I had a little
that
bit
mattress.
of trouble tossing and turning last night just because I had too many pressure points, but anyway, we're gonna probably take off because Pokhara, although I'm glad to have been to Pokhara, there's nothing to see here. There's nothing to see because it's hazy like it was the other day. What do you think, Scott?
I think if we had some time, we could rent a boat and paddle around the lake, which would be kind of fun. But Pokhara itself kind of, I don't want to say it sucks.
It sucks for us.
It sucks for us. We're here for mountains, and we're not going to get to see them. Talking with a bunch of people, the people here are wonderful, both the trekkers and the Nepali, so I don't know.
So here's what it looks like outside today.
Still is beautiful. Ah, yes, and the flowers in bloom. That was so cool.
I think we were just expecting to see Annapurna, and didn't get to. A little disappointed. But.
Yeah.
John Miller from the Rest of Everest. Just checking in again.
We're doing another dispatch.
We actually almost got.
That was a lot of work doing all those
Last
dispatches.
We were headed with our driver to Pokhara to take a couple of days and visit the little lakeside town here at the base of Annapurna and a mountain known as Fishtail and Dhaulagiri. We're really looking forward to that. But on the way to the airport, on the way to Pokara, just about 15 minutes into our trip, we got a flat tire. Had to spend some time repairing that, and while we were repairing that, Karma called and said that there were a couple of seats available on the plane to Lhasa, so get back as soon as you can.
I'd really wanted to see Annapurna because, with my business, video production business, I have a lot of computers, and to differentiate them all on the network, I'll give them a name. Each computer has its own name, and they're all 8,000 meter peaks. So I'm actually recording this today on Shishapangma, and to the left of me is Annapurna, and then in the other room is Cho-Oyu, and then my laptop, of course, is Everest because it's the one I had at Everest. So that's why I'm a nerd. That's why I wanted to see Annapurna. But also, I'd read the book of the first summiting of Annapurna, and it was just amazing. Highly recommended. These guys, they survived, but man, they almost died. They lost just about all their fingers and all their toes from frostbite. But no frostbite here. It was warm. All right, next week we're going to go underground, and next week's really going to be an amazing episode. Really excited to put it out. You guys are going to love it. It's just we went into this big cave, and it's just beautiful and large, and we had a really good tour guide, a kid that we met on the road, and a student, and he was just amazing. So thanks a lot, Scott.
Thank you, John.
All right, and tune in next week when we go underground. Thanks so much, everyone. The Rest of Everest is downloaded all over the world every week. If you enjoy watching and would like to show your support, then take a look at my website. Aside from having lots of additional blog entries from the expedition updated every week, there's this little donation button on every page. Now, many of you have pressed that button, and your generous contributions are helping to cover my hosting fees. If you haven't donated but would like to, then just contribute any amount. In return, I'll give you access to the video and audio dispatches I sent out while we were actually at Everest. It's pretty interesting stuff. Contribute $25 or more, and I'll even throw in an iPod-compatible version of the film Everest: The Other Side. That's the project the entire podcast here is based on. As always, our announcer is Marlon May, and our music is provided by Wendy Wu. Check her out at wendywu.com. Thanks so much, everyone, and we'll see you next week.
Thank you for watching The Rest of Everest. For more information on the expedition, please visit therestofeverest.com.
Surprise.